break a bad habit? How do you stop a bad habit? And my audience, I have my audience here for the speech. Okay. So, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you have a particular habit that is bad and you're trying to stop it, but you discover that you cannot break it? Well, a lot of us have that kind of habit. And in fact, according to Robert Robertsky, the licensed clinical psychological worker, he says that thinking about the bad habit isn't enough. You have to know exactly what the behavior is so that you can change it. So, what are the things you can do if you have a bad habit and you're trying to change it? Well, I want you to realize that a bad habit is not something that comes overnight. Bad habit means that your behavior, you have a pattern of behavior that you have developed over time based on repetition that caused you to now have the habit. Now, and because of that, I also want you to know that because the habit was formed because you repeated and repeated it, it has somehow stuck to your brain, and therefore you continue doing that thing even without even thinking about it. So how do you break this? One thing, there are different ways that you could break this bad habit, and I'm going to go through those ways. The first thing you want to do is that you have to realize that you have a bad habit. That's the first thing. Now the second thing is that you have to identify what that bad habit means. And what I mean is this. You can't just say, oh, I don't like, I'm fat, or I'm this. It has to be something that you really want. This is the particular habit I have. For example, some people have the habit of biting their nails. Some people have the habit of maybe eating on the couch. These are things that you have been doing for a very long time. So this is what I want to work. I don't want to eat on the couch anymore. I don't want to bite my nails anymore. You have to be able to identify this is what I'm trying to do. The second thing you need to do is that you have to now identify the triggers of that bad habit. When I mean triggers, I mean what are the things that causes you to do that bad habit. For example, if you are someone that bites your nails, you want to stop it. You ask yourself, now, is it because I'm bored? Is it because I'm nervous? Is it because I'm scared? What is the thing that causes me to bite my nails? That is the trigger of it. So when you have identified that this is what causes me to do this, the next thing you want to do is that you now have to deal with that trigger. Now, if it is that you are bored, that's why you are biting your nails, you now have to say, okay, can I occupy myself? What can I do to deal with boredom? You understand what I mean? If you have a bad habit of going to maybe smoking or drinking, and you see that, okay, it's only when I go to a bar that I drink or smoke, then you ask yourself, can I stop going to the bar? Because that is the trigger. So you know that this is what, if I do this, I will end up doing this bad habit. So if you have identified, then you deal with that trigger. After that, you now have to develop a substitute. What that means is that you have to tell yourself, okay, I've identified the triggers. I've dealt with the triggers. What can I use to replace it so that I won't do it? If I've been biting my nails because I'm bored, now I'm not going to bite my nails again. Can I chew chewing gum instead of chewing my nails? Can I, you have to think, what can I do that is better than, take that off. You can't just say, I want to take it off. You have to think of what can I replace it with. If you're going to the bar, instead of going to the bar, why don't you go to the gym? Okay, I'm not going to use that time to smoke. I'm going to use that time to go and play football. These are things that you can do, okay? And also you have to realize that you have to be persistent and you have to be patient. It's very important that you are persistent and you are patient, because, as I told you before, habits don't come overnight. Habit is a pattern of behavior. So you have been behaving this way, and it leads to a habit. Now, before you can take it off, you have to be persistent and you have to be patient. It's not going to go immediately like that. You are going to fail sometimes. Sometimes you're going to end up finding yourself back where you started from, but you have to keep going, okay? So, and then you have to realize that you have to go slowly. Don't just take it all at once. So that is all about how to stop bad habits. Now I'm going to recall on the points I just told you. First of all, I need you to define. You have to define it. Then you have to identify your triggers, and then you have to deal with your triggers, and then you also have to develop a substitute plan. So I have some visual aids here, which I would like to give for you and give you, so that it's just a summary of what we have discussed about. Okay? So,
Thank you.
so you can have the handout of what I've said in the speech. Okay? So that is just my end of the speech about how to end bad habits. Thank you.